Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In case this is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe, and you can also turn on the notification bell just so you know when next I upload a new video. So guys, by the title of the video, I know you already know what I want to talk about. So earlier this year, I think my first video this year, I talked about my goals for the year and the things I intended to do career-wise, educational-wise, and all of that. And I'm not sure, but I think I must have mentioned that at some point in the year I'll come back here and I'll tell you guys if things are going as planned and all that. So this video is going to be partly based on that first video, and then I'll also talk about why I quit my job and why I'm so excited starting a new one. Link any video that is related to this particular video in the description box below, just so that if you have not seen it, you'll see it, so it will help you understand better most of the things I'll be talking about in this video. So at some point in the year, I think I also talked about my new job and what exactly we do and all of that. So I started that job January, like last week of January, and trust me, I was excited starting that job because it was in line with the goals I had already set for the year, like as per career. So I was really excited starting the job, even though it was a new field entirely. Like I was so excited to learn and see how it works out. So, but I worked January, ending February and March, for the most part of March. And then when COVID hit, my contract was changed. The problem wasn't really about my contract being changed, because I really could understand that COVID had something to do with it, right? But it was the way it was changed and all of that. Now, let me give you a little backstory. In the course of doing the job, I had noticed a lot of things that I was not so comfortable with. Like I had issues with the way the organization was, especially when it comes to how they make you feel. Like, the feeling where you come to work a certain day and you're not even sure if the next day you will still have the job. That was already a red flag for me. Like, I don't like working in an environment, I don't want to call it a toxic environment, but there were some things that I was not comfortable with. There were some things that I'd already seen and noticed in the course of my working in the job that made me know that I probably would not stay here for long. Whether it was going to be them having to tell me to leave, or if I would be the one to decide to leave. But I just knew that I was not going to stay there for long. So, coincidentally, sometimes in February, I got a mail from another company that did something similar to what they were doing in my place of work at that point in time. So they were trying to poach me, and because it was a new field that I just started, I had to decline to say, well, I just started in this field, and I believe if you were going to be poaching me, you should be poaching me based on the experiences I already have, and right now I don't have that experience, and I would not want to come in inexperienced, something like that. I don't know if you get the picture. So I was in the needful, I was in my best, and then COVID hit. So when COVID hit, just as we were going on lockdown, I got the mail to say, oh, your contract has been changed from full-time to part-time. And when my contract was changed, I felt uncomfortable with how they went about it. One, I was still on probation, which was supposed to be for 90 days. It was not even 90 days yet. And the changing of my contract also came with, it also affected my remuneration, like my pay and all that. So I tried not to be insensitive, because I felt, oh, they wouldn't have done that if not because of COVID, but they were really taking advantage of COVID and all that. And then the tools and everything they were supposed to make available for me to be able to work, they didn't do that. Like, I was even asking, okay, what's the expectation of work going to be like? What exactly would I have to do? They were not being responsive. So I just felt like, is it that they are trying not to have to pay me, so they don't even want me to do anything just so that they will not be committed to pay me? Like, it just didn't sit well with me, really. So sometimes middle of June, I remember my line manager then calling me to say, oh, they have not been seeing my reports and all of that, what's up? So I was like, okay, you won't get any report from me because really I've not been doing anything. I said, number two, my contract was changed and I've been requesting for this and this and that, and nobody has been saying anything to me. So she was like, oh, she was not even aware that my contract was changed. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I got this mail, then I told her what the content of the mail was and all that. She said, oh, she will get back to me, and she never did. That was middle of April. And then towards the end of April, I got another call from another line manager requesting for the same thing, reports. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to be sending reports when I'm not actually doing anything, and that this is why I'm not doing anything. So she also said, oh, she was not aware that my contract was changed, blah blah blah. I'm like, that means you guys even have issues communicating. Like, how would my line manager not know that my contract was changed? Does that mean something is wrong? So at that point I felt, okay, I need to actually call the boss, because if the people that I'm supposed to be reporting to are not even aware of my contracts being changed, and the mail I got was from the boss, okay, why not just communicate directly to the boss? So I called him, and then he just talked and tried to defend, and you know how things like that work. Anyway, so he did all of that. They just felt the need to at least protect their system for the time being and not have to lose money, which I understand it. Like I said, sometimes it's not what you are saying, it is how you are saying it. So I just told him, oh, okay, I've heard. And then he started telling me how, oh, the new contract is actually good. Even people that were not on it before have been taking advantage of it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, really? I didn't know that. So anyway, so after the call with him, because I was really not convinced that was coming out of, you know, when you're working somewhere, it should be a mutual thing. I give value and then I get value in return, right? So if I don't feel like you are loyal to me, I don't see the need to be loyal to you. And the moment I start to feel like that, it's time for me to leave. So immediately after the call, I just decided in my mind that I was going to send in my resignation. So, and especially because the other company that I told you earlier had tried to poach me, they were still in communication with me, and at some point I had to tell them, look, I don't want this to be like a conflict of interest. Let me decide if I still want to stay with these people or not, and then when I make that decision, I will let you know that I was going to send in my resignation at the end of April, which I did. And I remember the HR, or the then representative of the HR team, chatting me up, doing like a post-exit interview and all that. And I really told her how I felt. I didn't feel bad. Like I just gave like an honest opinion of how the whole communication thing was and all of that. So, and I told her that another reason why I'm not even taking the contract is because I would actually be working for a company that was like a competitor, you know. So, and I didn't want a conflict of interest, that kind of thing. And so they said, okay, no problem, they let me go. And then I started my new job. Well, I didn't start immediately. I think my new contract was supposed to start in June, even though I've been working in the background from May. I didn't start officially until June. And guys, I can tell you that my instincts really don't lie, because from the moment that offer came back in February, I knew that that environment seemed like a place I would really like to work in. And I've worked for more than a month now, and really I don't feel the way I used to feel previously. In fact, the funny thing is, because I feel so much better, I'm actually doing so much better on the job. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this video is just to, you know, encourage some people. Sometimes you might be in a place, you know that is not where you are supposed to be, but I would really want to encourage you that you should give your best, learn as much as you can. Everywhere you point in time is like a learning process. It might not be where you want to be, but you should take advantage of that situation at that point and learn as much as you can learn, because you don't know where that knowledge that you are getting, you don't know where you are going to be able to apply it, and then it will now do well for you. So because for every single thing I took my time to learn in that my former place of work, now I can apply it properly and it's working so well. Another thing again is, when I was in the previous workplace, the work hours, everything, it was really stressful for me. Like, I'm engaged the whole day, like I'm on the field, because it was more about sales. I'm on the field like the whole day. I'm stuck in traffic half of the time. I get home, I cannot even function properly. Sometimes I'm working weekends. Like, it just takes the whole of me, and you going through all of that, and then somebody still makes you feel like you're not doing enough. For me, that's like is a real turn off. But while I was there, like I said, I was doing the best, and that's another thing. I was always doing the best I could do, because I always tell myself, what if I was working for myself and I had to go through all of this, But the good thing now is, where I am now, I don't even have to do all of that for me to get results. Like, I changed my strategy. I sat down, because it was something I really wanted to do. So I sat down, like, I tell myself, okay, how do I really want to achieve it? I've tried this particular way and it didn't work as much as I would have expected it to work, because sometimes they said it's not about how hard you work, it's about how smart. So I try to do it smartly this time around, not like the other way where I have to stress myself and all of that. And I started to see results. So I don't know if it's because the environment changed for me, or it's because my mindset changed or something, but all I know is you cannot deny results, right? So I don't want to talk too much, but I'll just like you guys to focus on the lessons in this video. Like, wherever you are, even if that is not where you want to be, even if that is not your final destination, do the best you can do. Learn, gather your knowledge, gather your experience. If you're not doing it for the knowledge, do it for the experience and all of that, just so that when you're eventually where you want to be, you know that, okay, whatever it is that you have learned would now work for you. I'm not where I still want to be, but like I said, wherever it is that I have, I take it as a learning process in the course of my journey, and I do my best. And I'm enjoying my new job. I work half of the time remotely, and even days I'm supposed to be at work, I can decide if I want to go. Like, I just need to talk to my boss, and they'll tell you, look, we just want to see results. However you choose to achieve your results, it's up to you. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. It's not somebody doing you a favor by giving you a job, because you are giving them your time and sometimes even your resources. It's just common sense that they think about you too, and not just about themselves, right? So don't stay in toxic workplaces, don't stay in toxic relationships if you don't feel good about yourself in a certain place. See, the funny thing is, I can even tell you now that even if I didn't have the other offer, I probably would still not stay there for long. Like, I think I was telling myself at some point that, I'll just stay during the probation period, just do whatever I need to do for this probation period, and then once I'm done with that, because apart from the new job I'm doing right now, I also had another offer. It's just that the other offer was in another field, and I've worked in that field before. It's in finance, and I worked there for a long time. In fact, funny thing, it was my experience there that got me the other offer, but because it was not a career path that I really was looking for the long term, that's why I didn't take the offer. And the offer was there, like, it was lying there. So even if I didn't get this other offer that I'm currently using now, I will have still left that place for maybe the financial job offer, just to leave that environment at that time. And I was really just staying there for the period of my probation. So, and also, even if I did not have another job offer, trust me, I'll probably just sit down at home and channel my energy to my business, because I have businesses. So the only reason why I'm even in the field right now is because I want to be corporate this year. I don't know if that makes sense, but sometimes I just set goals for myself, and I put all my energy and my time, everything, just to be able to achieve that goal. And that is why I'm working this year. But anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll probably come here maybe in another 1 week to talk about some new projects that I'm doing, and I would like to carry you guys along, and I'll tell you why I'm doing that. I'm always telling you why I'm doing something. I don't know why, but I'm always doing that anyway. So guys, if you made it to the end of this video and you have not hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell. It lets you know when I upload a new video, so you don't have to go searching for my video on YouTube. Like, there are lots of videos on YouTube, but I want you to see I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.